would always say that without Sightsavers support, the region itself would be blind. Sightsavers came to save the sight of Eastern region.
Ghana, the Gold Coast of West Africa, basking in the glory of the sun as it rests below the horizon of the Atlantic Ocean. A sprawling expanse of beauty ranging from coastal savannas to tropical rainforests. Ghana, populated with more than 33 million smiling faces, is truly a beauty to behold. But how can one truly behold such beauty without good vision? Ghana, like many developing countries in the world, is plagued with eye morbidities such as trachoma, river blindness, amongst others. Sightsavers, an international development organization with a vision of a world where no one is blind from avoidable causes, has been dedicated to actualizing this vision in over 30 countries across South Asia and Africa, including Ghana. We have worked closely with the government of Ghana since the 1950s, when the founder, Sir John Wilson, led the first ever survey on river blindness. This good work has continued till today, yielding successes, having partnered with the Ministry of Health, the Ghana Health Service, as well as communities. We facilitated the establishment of the only ophthalmic school in Ghana, the Ophthalmic Nursing Training School at Kolebu Teaching Hospital in Accra.
Sightsavers came in and helped Ministry of Health to establish it in 1989. It is the only eye school in Ghana. After the establishment, they didn't leave it there. They helped the school by giving the students books, textbooks on ophthalmology, and then renovating one of our hostels. And then they were giving allowances, monthly allowances. When you start the school, they give it to you till you are done. And then they gave minor sets to students who are coming from the rural areas. Because the students are trained to be alone, when they go, they can work and then work better. They were giving ophthalmoscopes that helped the students very much to be able to make diagnosis and treat.
There is also the establishment of 4 eye clinics in the Eastern region.
In 2010, somewhere in May, they completed the whole eye clinic being built in collaboration with Stanchart. Ever since this clinic was built, we've seen more people than I think usually it was. And the facility being here now serves all the catchment areas, the whole populace of the Suhum municipality and beyond. It has improved the eye health in the area in so many ways. I believe if the facility had not been built, the community would have been plagued with a lot of eye conditions, especially cataracts or blindness that could have been avoided.
Without them, all the achievements that we achieved over the years would not have happened. We wouldn't even have this facility that we are talking. I mean, this building. We won't have most of the eye clinics at Suhum, at Asamankasi, at Nkoko, at Donkokrom. And Donkokrom was a very deprived area, and you needed to cross the river before you get there. So eye care service to those places was very difficult. And therefore, without the Sightsavers support, I wonder what those people would have benefited from, apart from the infrastructure, the training of the human resource. Before Sightsavers came, we had 1 ophthalmologist. Before they left, we had 5 ophthalmologists. Before Sightsavers came, we had few ophthalmic nurses. By the time they left, we had over 40 ophthalmic nurses. Optometrists, there were 1 or 2. Before they left, we had about 14 in the region.
We needed people to maintain and take stock of the equipment which they have provided. So I was sponsored to Nigeria for the training. After the training, it was so much beneficial because the equipment that were sponsored and given to the facilities has been well maintained and up to date, and is still in use, and patients are benefiting from the equipment, having safe surgeries and proper eye examinations.
So in terms of human resource, we would never have been able to get all this support. And if the human resource is not there, then the service itself will not even be there. people will not have access to eye care services in their region. Then of course, they have to travel to other regions. And the fact that they can't go all the time. Here they have access to us, who were offering outreaches to the community. So they can see us at any point in time. And not only that, Sightsavers went ahead to support the region to train community health nurses. So community health nurses in the region, all of them had some knowledge as far as eye care is concerned. Without Sightsavers support, that thing would not have been there. So we won't get community health nurses telling mothers to bring their children to the hospital because they have seen some eye problem in those particular children. Or the community health nurses telling even adults who have eye problem to come to the hospital because they've seen an eye problem in their eyes, because we gave them the training and everything. And then of course, the equipment, consumables and those things will not have come in. And therefore the region really would have suffered as far as eye care is concerned.
And the establishment of community-based rehabilitation programs at the University of Education in Winneba.
Yeah, around 2004, Sightsavers approached the university because of the fact that they started a certificate program in community-based rehabilitation disability studies at Medina. And looking at the strategic position of special education disability studies, they felt the need to come to the university for a formal institutional arrangement. We started with a diploma program, and within the 2 years from 2008 to 2010, a post-diploma program was also developed. Before the first batch of the program could graduate, that was in 2012, John had a political appointment, so he left. So I came in, and Sightsavers sponsored me to attend the first CBR Congress that was held in Agra, India, in the form of capacity building. When I came in, the university allowed me to take over the project. Sightsavers brought a lot of materials in terms of support for provision of teaching and learning. They gave us a civilian van. Students will sit in the van and go to any part of the country to have a practical field orientation or attachment to visit institutions. Sightsavers also said the need for us to be going out to do monitoring evaluation for our students on the field. So because of that, they brought us 4x4 Everest, and that vehicle also came in to support us. It was a monitoring car which you could use to travel to all over the country, whether the students were at the northern part of the country or southern part or any other part of the country.
Sightsavers has done tremendous work so far to eradicate trachoma in Ghana, as well as promote the rights of people with disabilities to access education, healthcare, employment, and to participate fully in society.
Sightsavers is supporting the government of Ghana to eliminate 3 neglected tropical diseases. This includes trachoma, river blindness, and lymphatic filariasis. In the case of trachoma, we eliminated it in 2018, and that actually came with huge support from the Sightsavers. We supported the Ghana Health Service to eliminate that disease. And currently, we are supporting the Ghana Health Service again to eliminate river blindness. We are targeting to eliminate this disease by 2030. Our support comes in the form of technical and financial. We provide technical support and also provide funding for operation. We also provide equipment as and when needed. We also provide vehicles. In the case of the lymphatic filariasis, we train doctors all over the country to provide high-dose surgeries, and also the nurses across the country to be able to manage the lymphedema or the elephantiasis as it's commonly known.
Sightsavers activities in Ghana are not limited to neglected tropical diseases and eye health alone. Other related community developing activities of Sightsavers include teaming with the Ghana country team to support implementation of sustainable development goals by contributing to the voluntary national review process and setting up as well as influencing platforms that support persons with disabilities. Sightsavers is also a consortium partner of the FCDO-supported Ghana Sumubi Jumedie program, which together with the Ghana Federation of Disability Organizations is advocating for the review of the Ghana Disability Act, which will do more for persons with disabilities, especially women and children with disabilities.
One area we are looking at is the reenactment bill for persons with disabilities. So we just want to amend the bill to reflect or to be in line with the United Nations Convention on the Right of Persons with Disabilities. Again, we also worked on the Ghana education policy for inclusion.
Ghana has a strong setup in residential schools and special education, but this limits the number of learners who can enter a school, and also segregating children from their home communities have been found to be detrimental because the community do not understand and grow with the children, nor the children also grow with their community, families and siblings. Though still there is a lot to be done, today we have a policy as part of achievements that Sightsavers had influenced.
Again, because we know that accessibility is one of the areas that we need to make sure persons with disabilities have access to services and infrastructure, we also do accessibility audit so that persons with disabilities access services that they need. One good thing is that we don't work alone, so we work with partners.
Sightsavers partnership with Perkins Foundation and the World Blind Union and others like the Canadian National Institute for the Blind and the Scandinavian organizations have been helpful in expanding and strengthening branches of the Ghana Blind Union, and by that have really increased the work and efforts of disability rights.
So most often our major partner is Ghana Federation of Disability Organizations, and we have been trained them on a number of times in different areas. So we've given them leadership training, we've given them monitoring and evaluation skills. We also train them how to generate data on disability for us to make sure we have disaggregated data for persons with disabilities in the country. We also work with mental health authorities to make sure persons with mental health conditions rights are also respected in the country. So when it comes to Sightsavers, we do a lot of advocacy and mostly we focus on policies.
From the 1950s to this day, so much has been done to give a better quality of life to the people of Ghana and indeed Africa and the world. Sightsavers is not just saving sight, but enriching lives for a better world, a future where the beauty of the world can be seen and experienced by all. Can we do more? Certainly. The goal is of a world where no one goes blind from avoidable causes and where people with disabilities can participate equally in society.